Usually when I say these words, I'm bearing bad news. But on this edition of Elections Have Consequences, it's actually a happy occasion. This month in West Michigan, President Donald Trump channeled Tom Bodette, the voice of Motel 6. He kept the lights on for you. By declaring an energy emergency and warning of the shortfalls to come this summer, U.S. Secretary of Energy Chris Wright ordered the J.H. Campbell coal plant to stay open. The plant cannot dip below its 2024 energy levels. This administration will not sit back, Wright said, and allow disastrous energy subtraction policies to threaten the resiliency of our grid and raise electricity prices on American families. Energy subtraction is another way of saying the word nobody in politics wants to say, which is degrowth. Even as regulators and experts warned of the shortfalls to come this summer, consumers charged forward anyway. In fact, consumers had planned to close the facility this week on May 31st, some 15 years ahead of schedule. In 2021, months after Joe Biden took office, consumers published a clean energy plan. It planned to stop burning coal this year in 2025. And but for a change of leadership in the White House, it would have stopped this week. And then people would have suffered the consequences, and then everybody would say, oops. But elections have consequences, for better and for worse. Left-wing political leadership in Michigan led the state energy companies to abandon their basic duty, which is supplying the energy our lives rely on, in favor of tilting at windmills. Nuclear and coal plants were decommissioned, while solar parks popped up everywhere, even on farmland. The people of Michigan voted ourselves into this problem. But by the grace of God, the vote for Trump has offered a reprieve. But it could all go away. If Michigan does not change course in 2026, energy emergencies will someday be the new normal. By 2040, consumers plans to generate 61% of its energy from solar and wind. If you want to know how likely that is, it's May 28th, and I have heat on at home right now. Somebody's lying. Do you want to get to 2040 to find out who? Or are we going to stop the insanity before it starts? Today, Donald Trump kept the lights on in West Michigan. On November 3rd, 2026, that's going to be your job. Start by electing people who preach abundance and prosperity, and by rejecting the false prophets of degrowth.